Welcome to the world of Convo with Sino. Prepare to be captivated by the electric energy of Convo with Sino. Get ready for exhilarating interviews that put the spotlight on visionary business owners and trailblazing entrepreneurs across the realms of finance, fashion, fitness, and beyond.
Now tune in with your favorite host. It's Convo with Mr. Sino Show. Bring you the latest on the gossip and mo. Creating innovative new opportunity. Reliable source to providing info like a news feed. Interviews up close and personal. With high topics, entertainment and how you want it for more. Creative content on a whole different note. Motivating, building up our future with hope. Right here on your number one show. You hear it first like never before. The conversation inspirational. Convo with Sino. You now tune in with your favorite host. Right here on your number one show. Convo with Sino. You hear it first, here like never before. The conversation inspirational. Convo with Sino. You now tune in with your favorite host. Right here on your number one show. Convo with Sino.
Winfred Owens presents its first line of premium cigars. My cigars have been carefully selected for the purpose of providing an exquisite smoking experience. I use the highest quality of leaves from the finest fields in Esteli, Nicaragua. Winfred Owens cigars, exquisite, bold, pleasurable.
Welcome to another fire episode of Convo with Sino. This your man Corey Williams checking in. And before we get started, you know what I need you to do. Guess what I need you to do? Hit that like and subscribe button, because you don't want to miss anything these next few episodes, because we got some hot guests coming up. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys remember, but one of my episodes, I interviewed a gentleman named Winfred Owens. Actually, my first on location show. And I'm telling you, this show just went super viral. So I'm back here again almost a year ago, a little over a year ago, and we're gonna talk about his journey, what he's been doing this past year from the Winfred Owens Cigar Brand. And so let me just tell you a little bit about this gentleman. So a lot has changed in the last year since our first conversation. Today we're diving into his journey, reflecting on how far he's come, and learning more about the continued growth of the premium cigar brand, from launching his own line of 100% Nicaraguan handmade cigars to empowering his community and expanding his brand's reach. Winfred's story is one of dedication, resilience, and vision. Join us today while we sit down as I do a follow-up interview and reconnect with Winfred and explore the milestones he's reached in just 1 year. So don't miss it. Tune in. We right here. What's up, Mr. Winfred? What's up, brother?
Hey.
Welcome back, man, to Convo with Sino.
It's good to be back.
I don't do too many repeats, man.
We're gonna do a three-peat like the Bulls.
I know that's right.
Can't wait. We're gonna hit three-peat.
That's right, man. Well, always, man, a pleasure sitting down talking to you. And since our last interview, man, we done become like brothers, man.
Yeah, much so. Brothers in knowledge.
Yeah, man. So I call you Sensei, man, now, and I don't know why that name, that nickname registered with me, but, just, I guess your wisdom, your knowledge, experience, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Let the people know who you are. We're going to talk about these wonderful cigars that you got, man. So for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Winfred Owens?
Well, Winfred Owens, that's my brand, and I'm from Gary, Indiana, thus far. I'm going to be a lot of other places in the near future around the world, because that's what I like to do, and that's who I am. So with that being said, I'm just a guy who seeks knowledge, who seeks understanding, wisdom, who try to help people in the community, try to help people that I don't know. And I'm excited to be on that journey and helping people.
Man, that's dope, man. And a lot has changed in a year, man, since we first sat down. You actually, again, my first guest where I was doing this virtual, and you took a chance on me. I guess I took a chance on you, and it was very successful, man. It was very successful. So I know I've grown in a year, and I know, we were smoking your cigars then, but I see they've grown since the last time we talked, man. So congratulations on that, first and foremost.
Thanks.
First and foremost.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Good job,
yes,
well
sir.
done.
Yeah.
I was taking baby steps, and to me, it seemed like I was in a dark room full of furniture. I was hitting everything, trying to find my way. But now I think that I'm on a smoother path, and the best is yet to come. Everybody who I've given my cigars to, who have bought boxes from me, I'm getting great reviews, and I'm ready for the world.
Wow. And, so I've been waiting, man, to actually give you this, man, for a while now. So, I started this tradition, on Convo with Cino, where I gift my guests, something special, something that represents the Convo with Cino brand and of creating innovative new opportunities and entrepreneurs. And, I refer to the biggest boss. The biggest boss, Rick Ross. That's Rick Ross, man. I wanted to present you the official Bel Air Rick Ross, richer than I ever been, Rick Ross bottle, man. So this for you, my brother.
Appreciate it. Well, this title fits me because, at the end, I'm richer than I ever been. Yes. And it's more riches and more riches and more blessings to come.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Rick Ross is a guy who I watch, I study, and he's doing quite well for himself and setting his life up for his children's children. And I plan on following the same path, to have something for my children's children in the near future.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it's well received.
Man,
I wish it was cold when you drink it.
Well, that's for you, whenever you want to crack it, man, special occasion, man.
I like that. I like that.
Man,
Richer than I ever been.
I've been waiting to give you that, man. So let's get into these cigars, man. Let's smoke, man. Let's Convo with Cino, man. Let's get it.
You light up first. Let's smoke.
All right, let's go, man. So tell me about this cigar.
That's a cigar. It's called the Barber Pole, and the Barber Pole is a cigar. It's 6.5 inches, and it's a 52 gauge. From what I'm understanding, that most people who smoke the Barber Pole, they saying that's going to be my #1 seller. And so it's wrapped in a Connecticut wrapper, and it's wrapped in a Maduro wrapper, and the filler is it's all Nicaraguan, so it's a pure Nicaraguan cigar. It's one of my favorites. I like that, but they all my favorite. I can't deny it.
Wow.
So
this is nice. Yeah, you gave me this before, and I was impressed with this one.
Yeah, you had the beginning version. Now this is the remix version of the one that you had, which is a lot better than what you had. Even though the one you had was still nice.
Hey, brother.
Here.
Congrats, man.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. This is a nice, great smoke, bro.
Sometimes I don't know how to receive the congratulations, the congratulatory, when people say congratulations, it's kind of like I don't know what that means sometimes,
Yeah.
Because when they say that to me, yeah, it's a pat on the back, but I know I ain't reached where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
And when I get there, then it'll be congratulations.
Yeah.
But
a person with drive, man, do we ever feel that way, that do you think you'll ever just sit back and say, I made it?
I don't think so, because the way I see it, and I'm always looking for a mountain to climb, but once I climb that mountain, then I look around and say, hey, I made it up this mountain, now I see another mountain to climb, and I'm always looking for the highest mountain to climb.
Yeah.
Because the higher you go, excuse me, the more you can take someone else with you.
Yeah.
So
tell us about this journey, man, and let's get back into the journey, how the idea, how this whole cigar, because you're already successful a nightclub owner here in the city of Gary, and you know, everybody knows you from that. So how has it been? Tell us about that journey, and then I want to talk about the transition from being a club owner to now being in another business.
Convo with Sino would like to thank Midwest Custom Print specializes in helping small businesses and corporations' digital and print branding come to life. www.midwestcustomprint.com. You think it, we create it.
Like the cigar business.
What story? Well, I wrestle in what story they actually give you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's two sides of me.
Okay.
You know, and I don't want to say it was a dark side, but it was a not too law-abiding citizen side, I would say.
Okay.
And then so I struggled through that part, and then the cigar journey just it came from a wanted to sell something. Because you know my past life, if you want to talk about that, I don't know if that's accurate.
You've always been in sales, is that
you
right?
know, yeah, they call him a pharmaceutical guy, street sales guy.
Okay.
And you know, I was involved in a lot of drugs. You know, I've sold marijuana. I sold a lot of marijuana. I sold a lot of cocaine at one time. I sold a lot of heroin at one time. And so with that, you know, I just was searching for something in my soul. I'm wrestling with myself. And okay, next thing you know, I come up with the bar. Okay, fine. So I'm selling the bar, liquor at the bar. So doing
that, let's go back to the illegal things. So how did that work out for you? Were you successful? Did you get caught? I mean, did you get caught up? Or?
I was successful. I was successful to the point to where, you know, probably $1 million, a couple millions, I would say, you know, and so with that part, I was translating from that into trying to find something that I can make millions and millions of dollars off of.
And so then that was the club business.
So then the club business, you know, it stagnates you. You know, right. you hear, I can only sell Woodford Reserve only to somebody coming through the door.
Right.
You know, I can't take this and sell it down the street. I can't take this and sell it in another city. You know, but when I found out the cigars, I could sell those all the way around the world, and I'm used to selling something. So I said I found my niche. I got my sweet spot.
So were you like a cigar aficionado? Like you always been into cigars? Or?
I've smoked them, you know, from time to time. And when I smoked them, I knew which one was a good cigar, as you know, from a cheap cigar. I would put it that way. And you know, and I didn't like the cheap cigars. And then I started graduating because I like the nice stuff. I said, well, if I saw a cigar for $30, $40, I would buy it, as opposed to me buying something for $6.
Yeah.
And so that's how I started, you know, learning something about, you know, the quality of the cigar. And so once I started learning the quality of the cigar, I was reading the magazines, as I told you, Cigar and Spirits and Cigar Aficionado. So I would read those things, those magazines, cover to cover, you know, searching for something. And I didn't know what I was searching for at the time. But then after reading the magazine about cigars and how many was being sold in America, and as far as the market, they said it was $15 billion.
That was it right there.
God, I'm saying 15 billion. I say, man, 15 billion? So I found something that I can do legally, you know, and that's how it came about. So I said, well, 15 billion, I want 1%, 10% of that money.
Yeah.
And we deserve that, you know, because what I found out lately was African Americans, we the number 2 smoking cigars in the country, you know, as far as, you know, people who smoke. You know, African Americans, we the number 2 market.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, we the number 2 market. Then if we're gonna be the number 2 market, then I'm gonna be the number 1 black guy selling cigars in that market.
So you were like searching for something, because I'm trying to get this to people that's watching, how and where inspiration comes from. And you know that life ain't just a straight path. Sometimes it'll take you places you didn't even know. So you were like, just happened to be reading this magazine, a magazine that you were comfortable with, more because Cigar Aficionado, that's more of a success magazine,
Gentleman's
money,
magazine.
gentleman, yeah. So and then you seen that number, you seen that, you know, because I know you a numbers guy, so you seen that number and that market share.
And that light clicked on in my head to where, you know, and as far as searching, you know, I was searching for validation. You know, I was searching for validation. I was searching for something to make me whole in terms of what I was doing. You know, because at the end of the day, I wake up some mornings, you know, and not feel as good because of what I was doing, you know, in the past. And I'm praying to God, hey, I need something, you know.
So you trying to like clear up your reputation. So what do you think your reputation of how did you feel about yourself?
I had a great reputation. Reputation-wise, it was solid.
Okay.
You know, I ended up in prison because somebody told on me twice, you know.
Okay.
And that's how, you know, that street life, it happens, you know.
Yeah.
You ain't by yourself, you know. At the end of the day, you know, you could be with a guy one day and the guy in the police station the next telling on you. Or it could be vice versa, who knows. But, you know, I didn't go down that path far as, you know, people say snitching, you know, I didn't do that. And I got snitched on.
Yeah.
And so from there, you know, I got a chance to sit down and, you know, just kind of correct all my wrongs, anything that I think that I did wrong. But as far as money-wise, when I had money, I helped the world with my money, you know. And even that still didn't satisfy me, you know, because it was something that I know that my parents didn't, you know, raise me to be. My friends' friends.
Yeah.
You know, I got friends, you know, I had friends in the game. You know, yeah, of course they want me to stay in the game because it's beneficial to them. Yeah. You know, and you talk about knowledge, the knowledge because of who I know and who I knew at that time, you know. But, you know, so that was, you know, a point to where I just wanted to be in something and be involved in something that was pure and straight legal, you know. And now I found that, and now let me show you the world what I'm gonna do.
You were looking for more self-validation.
Self-medication, if you said, but self-validation in terms of finding out who I really am, you know, as a person. You know, and sometimes, you know, you get led astray. You know, it happens to the best of them. And because that, but still, you know, you still bring your faith back to God. You know, my parents, my mom, you know, church and all of that good stuff. So, you know, you say you raise a child upright, you know, and then somehow, even if you go off course, you know, somehow, you know, I found myself being back on course with my life. And I'm in a better place now than I ever been. And like the Bible say,
the prodigal son has returned.
And like the Bible say, I'm richer than I ever been. And that's from a mental point, you know, from a health point of view, and really pretty soon it's going to be from a financial point of view.
So how was it, you know, coming out, you know, kind of coming out your shell since our first interview? What did that really do for you? Like just your first time kind of being on camera, putting yourself out, you know, because a lot of people are shy and, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? Like what changed? Because I know you've been on several other podcasts, you know, shout out to, what's my guys?
Elder.
Elder. Shout out to Elder out there in Indianapolis. And your smoke buddies.
Let's Smoke About It.
Let's Smoke About It. So shout out to those.
That's Will and Brian.
Shout out to them brothers. So you've been on the public, you've been in the public eye, man, since your first convo with Cino. How's that been, man? Putting yourself out there like that.
I got to thank a friend of mine, Romel Jordan. You know, when I was in Nicaragua, and I would just, you know, be on the phone with him, you know, walking through the hills and everything in Nicaragua. And one day he was like, "Hey, man, you gotta put that stuff on social media. What you doing?" And I'm like, "No, man, you know, I'm a private guy because the streets made me private. You know, I just didn't, you know, want nobody knowing what I was doing because I wasn't really proud of what I was doing. But nevertheless, you know, I would not hide. I just would be quiet about it, you know, as quiet as I could be. You know, I'm not a guy who flash a lot and stuff like that. You know, I like the things that if you see it, then you know it because you know it. Now, I'm not a, you know, big flasher. But from that point of view, he was like, "Hey, man, won't you put something on social media?" So he kind of twisted my arm about it. And okay, man, so I started putting the pictures up when I was in Nicaragua at the factories and everything, and it kind of took a life of its own. You know, and to be quite honest, I felt good about it. And the reason I felt good about it because it was first time in my life, you know, that I wasn't doing nothing illegal.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm doing something legal. Oh man, it was the best feeling, you know, of my life to go on TV like that, and I still kind of wrestle with it now.
Yeah.
You know, being here, you know,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable, but I'm uncomfortable, you know, in terms of, you know, just being out in public like that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a good feeling now than, you know, than I ever had about myself in terms of what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah. Man, that's good, man, because this is, you know, this can take you worldwide. I mean, you know, this can really, you know.
Well, I like the world stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, that's the stage I want to dance on, and that's the stage I want to die on. You know, I don't want to. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die doing big things. I don't die doing nothing, you know, mediocre.
Transform your financial future with creating innovative new opportunities and solutions. Cinos. Specializing in credit repair, we're your ally in enhancing your credit profile and unlocking new possibilities. At Cinos, we understand the intricacies of credit scores and offer expert guidance to rebuild and improve yours. Our dedicated team provides personalized strategies, helping you navigate and overcome credit challenges. Beyond credit repair, we offer business funding, trade line services, LLC setup, and more. But it all starts with a solid credit foundation. Take the first step towards financial empowerment with Cinos. Contact us today and start your journey to a better credit score.
Yeah.
You know, as T.I. say, you know, big shit popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's been some of the biggest challenges that you had in this? It's just we're just gonna talk about from last year when we met up until now. What were some of the biggest challenges you had? Because I know before you just had the cigars, no wrappers, no boxes. So what transpired within the last year?
The biggest challenge from last year until now, you know, believe it or not, it was financial challenges. You know, because I would wrestle with myself. Should I go to the street to get the money? Should I do this, you know, in order to bring my brand and my cigars to life? And that was the biggest challenge for me, you know, from a personal standpoint of view, because it took a lot to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go back and forth, you know, then they was getting my blend together and everything. So that was one challenge. The other challenge, man, mentally, because, you know, from a mental point of view, you don't want people to see you as a failure, at least me. You know, I don't know what failure is, but I know what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? I ride up and down the street and see it every day, you know, in terms of a person just being better and doing better with, you know, this life that God gave us.
Yeah.
And so that was another challenge. The other challenge was, you know, being away from here, you know. Even though I'm over there, it's a lot peaceful, but the
When
situation.
you say here and over there, you mean over in
The
Nicaragua?
United States to the Nicaragua.
Okay.
You know, so that was a challenge for me, back and forth. You know, being away from my children and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but that was a big challenge.
Yeah. What's the public perception of the cigars and the brand now since before and now the whole presentation of it? I mean, your box is great, man. It's got the, you know, the presentation is just, you know, top notch. So how's the public been treating the perception of the cigar from a year ago?
I've got a lot of good reception from the cigars, from everybody who smoked them, everybody who bought them. I mean, on Facebook, they give me, you know, congratulations. Hey, man, you got a good stick. You got a great stick, you know. Even to some of the cigar lounges, you know, I've taken them to. And so it's kind of like leaps and bounds. So I had a big leap from now to here, you know, from when I was just having a first cigar the first time. And I like the packaging. I like it, and it's being well received, but it's not nowhere near where I want to be. I'm not even close to where I want to be with my boxes in the terms of the presentation, you know, and, you know, as I grow and get better, everything else will get better.
Yeah.
You know.
How about like close friend. You know, in business, you know, when you start a business, you know, you think your family and friends, close friends, gonna support you. Have you gotten any good support from family and friends, or you shocked? What's the people that you people kind of let you down that you thought was?
My family has supported me, you know, both sides of the family, but friends, oh wow. Who?
Don't start naming no names.
I don't want to throw no. It's not like me
Yeah.
to throw nobody under the bus because I'm not cut from that piece of the cloth.
Yeah.
But far as, you know, they know who they are. You know, the ones who support me. Maybe they support me in other ways. You know, so and that got me to where I'm at today. You know, and maybe they fell off in terms of the support, and you know, it doesn't bother me that much. But yet still, I recognize it. You know, and that's the most difficult part when you growing, because when you grow, you know, wow, man, who's gonna be there with you to grow?
Yeah.
But you will see that God is good, and you know, when those doors close, you know, new doors open. You know, our friendship has blossomed. You know what I'm saying? Since then, so you know, one friend replaces another friend. You know, and I like to collect friends. And so, you know, for those who's not at this point with me on the journey, I wish them well. And maybe they got new friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's the whole thing, wishing everybody well. And in terms of friends, well, you know, a guy told me a long time ago, it take 5 years to make a friend. You know, because you don't know the ups and downs that you're going to go through, and that friendship might be challenged to the point to where, you know, you put strains on your friendship, and we all gonna go through it. The only problem is being able to go through it and mature going through it. You know, I was on the phone with someone the other day, and someone had wronged them. You know, and I was like, hey, listen, and the same person that was on the phone with me wronged me. I mean, I'm talking about wronged me really bad, but yet and still, I say, well, won't you call? You know, I ain't say no name, such and such, such and such. Oh, well, I ain't calling them, I ain't calling her. You know. And I was like, hey, look, for all the shit you done to me, you wouldn't be on the phone, me and you on the phone.
Yeah.
And that relationship that you had with her, you know, she didn't do you no more wrong than you did her. So you can't call just to say hello. And we just got this thing about it, man, that once our friendships are over, man, we wanna bury the friendship. We wanna bury the person.
Yeah.
And bury whatever happened. And that's just not how life goes, you know?
Yeah.
Life's supposed to be full of love, full of support, you know, because what's going to be for you is going to be for you.
Yeah. And I asked that question because I know that entrepreneurs, you know, I'm trying to prepare people for that situation because it happens to me. I mean, even when I started this show, it's people that I thought would, you know, be supporting, and it's like, you know, I can't even get a like, a share, or anything. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's free. So I don't even ask people for money. It's like and share, subscribe, things of that nature.
Well, as you bring up the bottle and you share the bottle with me, Rick Ross, I seen something where he was saying, you know, friends give you money to bury you. You know, if you die, your friends will come trying to pitch in if you need the money, or call and saying that, you know, you need any help your family, but they won't give you the same money to support your dream. You know, and so, you know, but I think it's battle tested, you know, far as friends coming along, you know, with you. Sometimes you ain't gonna always get the likes, you know. You don't get the like, that's exchange. You get an exchange for that. And exchange is fuel. You know, you don't need some fuel where you going. And it ain't always money. You know what I'm saying? Me and you talk about that all the time. It's not money. You know, money's supposed to be at the end of the journey. You know what I'm saying? What you're supposed to enjoy along the way, but you know, you don't need that support that you're talking about. And when you don't get that support, then you gotta change that. You know, so it's a verse when Tupac say, I get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. You know what I'm saying? It ain't terms of hating nobody. You know what I'm saying? Or hating old friends. You just use that as fuel to get to where you trying to go. And then when you get there, you ain't can turn around and say, look at me and look at you. You know, in terms of that. Even though you don't wish them no, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we got this thing where in our community that I wish you bad. You know what I mean? I wish you bad if we split in friendship. I don't want you to have this. I want you to have your dreams just like I want mine.
Yeah.
You know, and if we can fix that part in our community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our communities will be a lot better. So,
Man.
Friends is friends, business is business, and life is life, and dreams are dreams, goals are goals. Everybody ain't gonna have the same goal that you got.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A buddy of mine tell me, he say chickens, right? He said you can put a chicken and you can get your backyard, okay? He said the chicken ain't gonna go nowhere. The chicken gonna be right there in that backyard, pecking, looking for nothing, and the chicken gonna die in the backyard. With me and you, I want to be with the eagles,
Yeah.
I want to fly with the bird, the best bird, the biggest bird, the fastest bird.
Yeah.
In terms of, and that's how, I want my dreams to be. My dreams ain't no dream. I don't have no more dreams. All my dreams is dead, to be honest. I ain't got nothing but goals. I got to get from here to there, from here to there, from here to there. Because the problem with a dream is when you wake up, you still in the same position. Some dreams don't move. They just dreams.
See, that's why I call you sensei, man. That's why I call you sensei.
So,
I get this all the time, y'all. I get it all the time.
Yeah.
And so I think, iron sharpens iron. And I just definitely appreciate your friendship and your knowledge that you give to me, man. You always sending me positive stuff and articles and things like that. So let's talk about what's going on in the world, man. We got a new president, man. How do you think do you think that's gonna stop anything that you have going on as far as cigars or embargoes and all this taxes? And,
One day I'm gonna give him a cigar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, he got his own goals. Trump, I've been in Mar-a-Lago. I've been in Mar-a-Lago 100 times. Anybody can't test me on that knowledge. I've been to Palm Beach 100 times. And it's a beautiful place. And I don't blame him, for some of the things that he's doing. He's doing those things for selfish reasons, not for reasons to help the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got more than enough money. If he died today, he's been a success, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
The villain is success too until his demise.
Yeah.
And the hero is a success until his demise.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what happens? We all going back where? In the ground to our Creator.
Yeah.
So we gotta be careful in terms of, I look forward to the next 4 years.
Okay.
Because my next 4 years, I'm not even looking at the news no more. I made up my mind. I can give a damn less what Donald Trump doing, his policies and all of that. Because here again, I ain't got no more dreams. I got a goal. And if Donald Trump is in the way of my goal, I'm gonna go around him. If Donald Trump is in the way of my goal, I'm going over him. I'm going under him.
Yeah.
Anything but to say that I'm gonna do something to him because Secret Service and they lock you up for that stuff. And he protected. And that's why he's doing what he's doing. Protection.
Yeah.
But we also got a protection too. God.
Yeah.
And if God, they say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. They ain't say they gonna form against you all day long.
Yeah.
And I have many of them. We can sit down off air, we can name names. But me telling you who has harmed me, who hurt me in the past or, yesterday it don't determine my future, for tomorrow.
Yeah. You seem to be you definitely, I know you're a wise guy, wise brother,
I like a different word.
What's the different word?
Different word is sage. S-A-G-E.
So instead of wise, sage, you a sage, brother?
I'm a sage.
You're a sage.
In the making.
Okay.
I'm past wise.
Okay.
I'm past, yeah.
So I guess my question is, what do you contribute that to? Like, what would be a few key things that put you in the wisdom, like any experiences, any situations, anything that just woke you up to just let me get on this path? Because you're a reader, you like knowledge. So Where did this love for and passion for information and knowledge and seeking knowledge come from?
Man.
You say you read the whole Affectionado magazine, and that's how you came up with this.
yeah,
So
Welcome. I'm Corey S. Williams, an executive director at Legal Shield, dedicated to providing families and businesses with affordable access to the expertise of attorneys. But my journey doesn't stop at just legal services. I'm here to empower individuals, transform lives, and shape futures. Get access to a nationwide network of law firms for only $29 a month for you and your family. Go to www.cinolc.com and click Legal Services to sign up today.
But reading for me is more than a hobby. You know, reading for me is a, let me find the perfect word for it, not the right word. Reading for me would be, so many words is coming to my mind.
Cause you send me stuff, I can't even read all the stuff. I be like, I look at it, I'll be like, well, there you go. Cause you'll take me somewhere out of the world.
I'd rather read than eat.
Okay.
So reading for me is food. You know what I mean? And it's the right food. And you know, I get a chance, I've been blessed to counsel with wise men, you know, and I want to be wise just like them. But then again, something sometimes inside of me tells me you born with it. You just born with it. And whatever we all born with, we got to add to what we born with, you know? And if you don't add to it, then you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a balance. And every day you gotta, it's a challenge, and the challenge comes in balancing it. You're gonna be people gonna do you wrong all the time. You might do somebody wrong, but at the end of the day, if you apologize for your wrong, sincerely, you know what I mean? Hey, look, I wronged you, sister. I wronged you, brother. You know, but the other side can't get past the wrong. And so, you know, as my mom say, two wrongs ain't gonna make a right.
Yeah.
So if I continue to be wrong towards you, you continue to be wrong towards me, where we going? We get nowhere. You know?
How was your experience? You know, I got a lot of partners. You know, I dibbled and dabbled a long time ago, but I got a lot of partners, man, who did some time in, you know, feds and, you know, things like that. And a lot of them, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them come out, you know, on another level. You know what I'm saying? Of thinking, another level of business, whatever. You know, how was that time? If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to.
No. My prison time was probably the best time that I was able to focus on myself. You know what I mean? And where I wanted to go in life and how I was gonna get there. How I'm gonna get there, again, reading. You know what I mean? Read. Why was reading so important? Reading so important, it was so important that, you know, our ancestors got killed and lynched and everything else for just learning how to read. That's how important reading is. And yet and still, you know, we disregard reading. You know, we want to be told something. And being told something ain't the same as you picking up a book and the power of the book in your hand. And so my time away in prison, it was a time where, you know, oh man, I had, you know, I done forgot some friends, not all, but just some, you know, in passing. But some of the guys that I was incarcerated with, that was my cellmates. Oh man, I had a guy, man, Mamadou, he spoke 16 different languages, you know. He was so good in math, we used to he was faster than a calculator. I don't care what number you gave him.
Wow.
He was faster than a calculator. And so, you know, he would sit down with me and we would meditate. You know, I had another guy by the name of Leonard Capaldi. He used to tell me all the time, hey, Winfred, you make a living with your back. You make a fortune with your brain.
Say that again.
You
That's
make
a bar.
a living with your back. You make a fortune with your brain. And so that's something that, you know, it resonates to me today. But my father said it in a different way, because I used to come home from school, you know, send me to college, and I'm coming home, all the wild stuff, all the crazy stuff was going on, and Gary come home, see all the guys, they flashing, they driving cars, they doing, you know, all the things that they do, because at that time in the 90s, you know, how the drugs go, it exploded on the community.
Yeah.
And so my father told me something one day, man, and it still haunt me today. Don't be no damn fool your whole life. You know, and I don't know what he was equating it to, you know, because maybe he's seen something that I didn't. And, you know, I wasted a lot of time, wasted a lot of their money, you know, so how am I gonna pay that back? You know, he not here no more. You know, he passed away. So I personally gonna learn everything I can in this world. That's why in the world I'm gonna be about the world. I'm just passing through Gary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Gary, you know, we got a new mayor. Shout out to Eddie Milton, and you know, and I know he's got some plans for the city, man. And Gary, like you say, back in the '90s, it was you know, crack and everything.
Yeah.
So what do you see the future, the next 4 years for Gary? We got the new casino out there, the Hard Rock.
I'm gonna answer this carefully.
Okay.
Because I don't want to, you know, ruffle no feathers in terms of, you know, speaking bad or down about, you know, our city. You know, that's a hard vision for me to see what Gary gonna be in the next, you know, 5 years, 10 years, you know, because they say that the dream. We're gonna go back to the dream. So at the end of the day, we got more dreamers in Gary than doers. So everybody waiting on the dream to happen. You know what I mean? But yet and still, we still living in what? A nightmare. You know, there's no reason that our community shouldn't look like Crown Point. You know, there's no reason that our community shouldn't look like Valparaiso. You know, there's no reason that our community shouldn't thrive and be like St. John, Cherville, Dyer, Hammond. You can go on and on. You can go from here to Indianapolis, and all other communities are growing. And for me, the last, we'll say, as I can remember, after Hatchett, we had Richard Barnes. And then after Barnes, we had Scott King. And after Scott King, we had Rudy Clay.
Rudy Clay, yeah.
After Rudy Clay come in, we got Karen Freeman.
Man, you
Then after Karen Freeman, we got Jerome Prince. And now we got Eddie Milton. My alley still look the same. And we'd have been through 4 or 5 mayors. So I can't see a future for Gary with me in it. I'll say it that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a future, you know, for my family being in it. If I got anything to do with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My family, I'm gonna take them wherever I'm going or send them wherever they want to be.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't see, you know, the future like everybody else might see in Gary. Now, in terms of business, yeah, I can see that part. You know, I can see where some things probably be able to turn around. But man, when it's hard, people don't understand how difficult it is to take nothing and make it something. Gary used to be something. Now it's nothing, only in name. You know what I mean? Gary, oh yeah, Gary. We still boast and we still hold that pride from Gary. But what? I look out the window, I look out the door, I look around, see my neighbors and business and everything else. I ain't got nothing to be proud of from Gary, other than I was born here. You know what I mean? And ain't no politician gave me no reason to be proud of Gary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't see no results, you know? And we take the dream out of it and start goal building, and that's where Eddie probably gonna come in and do the best job, you know? I wouldn't say that he'd do, what else could he do? The rest of the mayors, you know, and I don't know the mayor's business like that, but I'm sure that they had a whole lot of challenges from downstate, you know? And since he come from downstate and been, you know, in that circle, then, you know, they may leave some meat on the bone for Eddie to give the people something. And if he do, you know, I'll support him in any kind of way. Yeah.
Man, that's good. That was a real good political answer. Man. I like that. So let's get back on these cigars, man. So you got a few cigars here, man. Let's talk about. So we're smoking now. This is called the Barber Pole.
Barber Pole.
This is a very good cigar.
Look at the ash.
It's so smooth, man. Yeah. And shout out to the Smoke. Let's Smoke About It, because them brothers broke it down, man. Go check them out, man.
Yeah.
Good brothers.
John Tate helps a lot
Yeah,
in terms of, you know, in his areas that he helped.
So what we got here, man?
That's called a nub, and this is
Okay.
a 460, you know, in size. You know, it's a nub, superior premium smoke. You know,
Okay.
I recommend the nub to anybody who like a short smoke. You know, if they got, you know, 45 minutes, you know, they can smoke the nub.
And what we got here now, the signature box, man. Now tell us about the box and the branding. Like, whose idea? Like, did you have a lot to do in the creative process of it, or?
Well, when I was doing the boxes, when I was down in the factories, and I was like, well, you know, something just, you know, said that I just want to be different. You know, not difference in terms of sticking my chest out being different, just being different on the terms of, you know, my views and the way I see things. So, you know, in terms of the cigar boxes, I've seen a lot of the same old stale color boxes. You know, I've seen the brown boxes, the ones that not color, is just the regular tan boxes, and most of them was doing that. So, you know, black people, you know, we can say we got flavor, you know, so
Yeah.
I said, well, let me put a little flavor in my boxes. And so I said, I chose a red one, of course.
Now you got a quote here. There are 58 facets to a diamond. I'm just one of them. So why that quote out of all?
Convo with Sino would like to thank 3 remarkable sisters who are blazing trails in the home healthcare industry. Charisse Williams, CEO of a primetime home care agency. Kamiaha Cross, CEO of Angels to Your Door and Angels to Your Door in Home Care. And Brittany Dodd, CEO of Caring Hands to Your Door. These visionary leaders are transforming the way care is delivered, building legacies of compassion, innovation, and excellence. Join host Corey S. Williams as he dives deep into their inspiring journey of entrepreneurship, sisterhood, and service on episode 40 of Convo with Sino. Coming soon. Be part of the conversation that celebrates leadership, success, and making a difference. Convo with Sino, creating conversations that matter.
I was out in Valparaiso at a mentor of mine's house, and we were just talking about the facets of life. We were talking about women, we were talking about gentlemen, you know, and we were talking about business, you know, homes and everything that you know, on your journey in life, things that we all want, you know. And he was a diamond merchant. He was, he had a jewelry store out in the village called Holmes Jewelry Store. And so we would talk, and then he was like, hey man, I don't know if you know, but it's 58 facets to a diamond.
So this is from an actual jeweler.
This is, yeah.
So
yeah.
this is not like a quote. This is actually like your quote that you, okay.
That I kind of, I stole,
Gotcha.
From him.
Okay.
He was like, hey Winfred, it's 58 facets to a diamond. So I was like, man, that's interesting. So I said, man, I'm gonna use that, and that's how that term came about. It's 58 facets to a diamond. And I was just like, well, I'm just one of them. And who don't want a diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just the men seek them more than the women now.
Yeah.
So that's how that came about. So I read a story. They just found a diamond in Africa. I think it was 5,000 or 5,000 or something like that carats in a diamond, and they was gonna take it on tour in a museum. Yeah, that's what they were gonna do.
Okay.
The diamond was as big as this bottle.
Wow.
Maybe from here on down. I mean, it was a big, man, they had the picture of it, big old gigantic diamond.
Wow.
And they was gonna take it on tour to different museums, and then after they take it on tour, they was gonna cut the diamond, in terms of,
Cut it up.
Yeah, cut it up for sale.
Yeah.
So,
So this box. So what are these? These are the
this is a
Toro.
Toro. It's a 6x52, and a
Okay.
Toro. It's a Connecticut. Connecticut is it's a mild smoke. The Connecticut.
Okay.
Then the Maduro that's in the nub. Maduro is a full body smoke.
Okay.
So in terms of the cigar world, you got a mild smoke. You got a mild full body, and then you got the mild, full body, and medium.
Okay.
So to put it in the right order, you got a mild, medium, then full body smoke.
Okay. And so this the one I got, man. I got the signature box.
You got a Gordo.
The
Yeah,
Gordo?
Gordo. And it's just like for fat, kind of, in terms of, it's a larger ring size, which is 60.
Okay.
And yeah.
And this right here. And so you saying this barber pole is probably going to be your most popular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that thick bottom trina for the women.
Okay. Yeah. So your cigars would be in as far as like quality and price, like what would mid-range, high-end, mid, I know now. I'm just asking you. Like,
I'm expecting to do a high-end cigar.
So
what
is this?
That's more. It's a high-end cigar.
Okay.
And the reason why it's a high-end cigar, I got a rating from Cigar Aficionado, and in that rating they gave me a 92 on my first try.
Okay.
In terms of rating a cigar. So yeah, it's up there with the big boys. I just got to get the exposure like the big boys.
Yeah.
And that's,
Congratulations.
Part of that is being
nice.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do what I can do, brother. To get this exposure out, man.
You always have. And
Yeah.
I appreciate. And in a time of day, I can pick up the phone and call you and say, hey man,
Yeah.
I got this on my mind. I got that on my mind.
Yeah.
So
where can we find the cigar?
Wow.
Do we hit you up or?
Here we go with the gold.
Okay.
It ain't a dream anymore because now, I've had some financial struggles in terms of doing the media, my media blitz and all of that. But that Facebook, I would like to do print, magazine. I would also like to do, they're gonna do a media blitz for me in Cigar Aficionado in Cigar and Spirits magazine.
Okay.
Now, in terms of that, so, I've been blessed. So I would say I got some wise men that's kind of guiding me through. I got a godfather, as they would say, and I ain't gonna say his name until, maybe this time we doing another interview.
Yeah.
At that point, I'll be way along where I'm trying to go. And where I'm going.
So what's the goal? So what is the goal? What is in terms of Trump in office, what's your 4-year term looking like?
We'll start out with my 100-day process.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So far, I've had a really, really great January. I had a blessed January. I got the boxes in on January 9th, and when they came in, I've been selling them, pretty fast. Not as fast as I want to because in terms of the financial part I'm still struggling with, you know what I mean? So I would like to have my website up, all that design and all that, put together.
Yeah.
So that's number one.
Well, until then, hit up Convo with Cino, and I'll get you in touch with the Winfred Owens Cigars.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I don't want to say, I'm still in my infancy stages of it.
And you still here at your location?
Yeah, I'm still at the location here at the bar, but this just is kind of like my platform in order for me to bounce into another highs of what I'm gonna do. So with financial backing, it's no different than going to a bank. I didn't have to go to a bank.
Mm-hmm.
The bank came to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Man, well, it's been a year, man, and I'm definitely proud of you. This is a great smoke. Anything you want to share with the people, man? Anything you want to, before we get up out of here?
Purchase a cigar, and you can decide for yourself, for all the cigar smokers, Again, we got 1 year, like you say, the next 4 to 5 years. So in the next 60 days, of my journey, I'll be done with the female line of cigars, the flavored cigars that I got.
So you got more stuff coming, more options coming.
I got,
And you got some wraps or something too on the way, right?
I got a marijuana wrap,
Okay.
And it's called K-Wraps. And in terms of K-Wraps, it's a loose leaf. So I have a sweet berry, I have
and this
banana
is for
cream.
the marijuana. This is for
This
the
is strictly
for
for
the
the marijuana
This for the
smokers.
for the
You
blunt
know what I'm
smokers.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I seen a guy, one guy rolled up one of these, cut one of these open and
I ain't
rolled
seen
up.
so much weed in my life in a blunt. T. Cole, I'm gonna put him out there. Man, the man rolled. I was like, man, you gonna smoke that by yourself? And the next time I saw him, which the next day we was doing the unveiling of my boxes, he smoked it. I had some guy, he put it on Facebook, you know, that he wrote it. I'm like, man, he take a perfectly good cigar, but he made it into a blunt.
Yeah.
So I got the blunt wraps coming from him. And my term is, you know, K-Raps. When I roll up, it's a wrap for all you, you know,
when I roll up,
smoke.
it's a wrap.
When
That's
I roll
okay.
up, it's a wrap.
I know. I knew a guy who took a nice cigar, man, and rolled a blunt. You know, so I was like, wow, that's okay. That's interesting.
So that's I'm gearing up for the summer, spring and summer.
Okay.
So I got to do a lot of cigar events. I just teamed up with some guys out of Ohio, and they're gonna do.
And you are shipping. And you are shipping them.
I ship them all over.
So wherever you at, you
Yeah.
can get you a you know, hit us up, inbox me, drop a note on the, you know, on the line, and
I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna do one better. You know, a guy I follow, and I like his knowledge of the world is Omar Johnson. I'm gonna do like Omar. I'll give you my real phone number.
Put it out there.
My phone number if you want to purchase a cigar, or you want to purchase a box, or you want to start your own brand. You know, you can do all that through me. My phone number is area code 331-298-9555.
There you have it, man. Well,
So,
you got me, brother, as a customer, as a client.
We gonna do one better. Where you see yourself at, and you know what I'm saying, with Convo and Cino, because I'm always trying to get you to you know, to be honest, man, you know, this is a platform. I love what you're doing. So, you know, I just want to make sure that Shay Shay ain't the only one, Cam Newton ain't the only one for people, you know, to have views, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm big on, you know, we always want to support and sponsor the ex-athlete, you know, in terms of, you know, their platforms, you know.
Yeah.
I'm for the little guy, and I don't want to say little in terms of
little.
I'm saying in terms of visibility.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they get more visibility than anybody else when it comes to, you know, starting, you know, a business, starting their platforms and stuff like that. You should have 2, 3 million, 10 million views, you know?
Yeah.
Where's the Cat Williams at on your show? Where's the Charleston White to come? You know, like I say, the bank found me, they should be finding you.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, hey man, Cino, I want to help you with your platform.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if all y'all listening out there, I think that those guys should be in touch, you know? I'm gonna send this out, Omar Johnson. You need to come and get with this brother and get on his show and see, you know, in terms of the interview with him. And because it's a lot of stuff that he talks about and live right here in Gary, Indiana, Omar, that you can fix or you can help fix, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you can recruit some of these boys and girls from Gary to come to your school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, man, you know, and I appreciate that question. I feel good on where I'm at. You know, I feel like I'm putting in my reps, you know, and when I went to Illinois Media School, you know, they said you got to put your reps in.
I remember when you went, you
know
called
what
me
I'm
and
saying?
told me. I said, yeah, man, go.
Yeah.
Go to school.
Yeah. So, you know, learning how to, you know, edit, learning how to do these things. And so this is my 42nd show, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, what's that? Who was that? The 42, you know, the baseball player, you know.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. This is my Jackie Robinson show, right?
Bodies, people say that I'm the GOAT, but I'm an elephant, still the greatest of all time, forever relevant. Lately I've been feeling myself, no one is better than me. Low love lost, I'm the champ, Muhammad Ali. People say that I'm the GOAT, but I'm an elephant, still the greatest of all time, forever relevant. Lately I've been feeling myself, no one is better than me. No love lost, I'm the champ, Muhammad Ali. People say that I'm a GOAT.
So, you know, I am getting a great response from the people. I just want to continue to bring impactful knowledge, interesting guests. I get calls all the time. Like somebody called me today before I came here, and they wanted some of my credit services. But she said that she found me on through my podcast. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, we was talking about credit, and then she just said, but I really want to tell you how I found you. And she's like, I love what you do, and it's a great show. I had another young lady, they're doing the Black Excellence Awards. She wants me to help them out with some things. So the reach is definitely expanding. I definitely want to pick up some bigger sponsors.
Well, I'm gonna add this, not to cut you off. In terms of, you speak about Trump being in office in the next 4 years. It's going to be some challenges for some people. It's going to be difficult. And you really think that Black Lives Matter? No, brother. Everybody lives matter. So Kanye West had it right. But the problem is, what we need in these next 4 years is going to be Black support matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Black support matters. And if we don't start supporting one another, then we're gonna be in a hell of a situation in this country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it ain't the Snoop Doggy Dogs. It's not the I would say my man football is not Lamar Jackson. The quarterbacks, even the guy from Kansas City. It's not the superstar basketball player in LeBron. LeBron and them do, really well, but, and this is what they want. They replace people like me and yourself, with all that glitter. And as I was told, when I was a child, all that glitters is not gold. And so they place all these people in front of us, they not our leaders, you your leader.
Yeah.
And if you can't lead yourself, then if you follow somebody else, then guess what? You perishing already.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you end up following the wrong group, and it's not about the group. It's about you being able to find your way as a leader. Because in the end, if we look at the movie 300, and we may have all seen 300, right?
Great movie.
And in this movie, he put his son out in the jungle. He ain't go with 10 guys.
Yeah.
He ain't go with 5 guys. And back then, you go by yourself, because you got to find your way. They can only point you down there, but you got to find your way. And the problem is, we are waiting for somebody to get there to bring us, along for the ride. Well, the ride ain't gonna always be easy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of disappointment. And can you handle disappointment? And so we replace the disappointment with, a feeling of getting high and a feeling of lack of responsibility because we study running from it. I'm talking about full control responsibility. And the full control of responsibility is supporting each other.
Yeah.
Because we all we got. We ain't found that out yet in this country. You know what I mean? They bought us over here illegally.
Yeah.
They bought us here illegally, and to the term of where we get to that point, well, hey man, you my brother, that's my sister, and we gonna pull each other up from a biblical point of view, from a personal point of view, from a financial point of view, from an educational point of view, all those 58 facets. So let's find the 58 facets in one another and see what we can do to make each one of us, that diamond.
Wow.
To shine.
And that brings me to another point. We talk about Black excellence. The last time we did this, there was a reel that kind of did some numbers. I think probably got about almost 10,000 views. And the question was about Jay-Z. Would you rather have 500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? And of course your quote, that your answer went viral. But speaking of Jay-Z now, from a year ago, and Black excellence and some of the things that's happened with Jay-Z and Diddy, what's your take on that? On just how Black excellence is now starting to get tarnished a little bit?
Black excellence is not being tarnished. They're at war with Black excellence. You know what I mean? It's not about them tarnishing our image. You know what I'm saying? Our image to them has always been nothing. You know what I mean? The most dangerous thing is what? Black man with money. So you know what I mean? So if a black man got money, he can do anything a white man can do. He can do anything a Jewish man can do. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of that, you know, they not setting the trap. We not, the trap has already been set. And the trap was broken when they somewhat quote and did the 12th Amendment about freeing the slaves. You know what I'm saying? So now we still got all this newfound freedom, and we don't know how to use the freedom that we got. They still in control of their freedom, you know, and the things that they do. Look at their communities. You know, a lot of them look at us and laugh, you know, in terms of what we doing with our money, what we doing, you know, to one another, all of that stuff, you know. So my favorite guy in terms of black excellence would be, you know, some people would say he's a fool, Charleston White, you know, because sometimes he give it to you like it is, you know, and we need to start calling out each other for the people who don't support this black excellence.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You know,
Toast
this
to
black
that.
excellence.
That's black excellence,
I'm black
bro.
excellence.
That's what I'm talking
you know?
about.
You talking about, I hate to say it, you talking about a nigga who took nothing and tried to make it out of something.
Yeah.
You know, to the point to where I ain't take the same risk. I'm taking a different risk, you know? You know, I had more friends when I was selling drugs. You know, then I got more friends, you know, I got partners now, and I had friends selling drugs. I got partners now in terms of me in the cigar industry, in the cigar business, because those same partners understand the goals. We ain't talking about no dreams no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a child, so I'm not dreaming about nothing. You know, I'm a man who on a mission. I like to call it a crusade in terms of where I want to go, what I want to achieve for my family. You know what I'm saying? What I want to achieve for my partners and my friends, because my friends, we want to have a drink together. My partners, we building a legacy. You know, and it's totally two different mindsets.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, as you say, I was born somewhat a part of something, but I wasn't a part of them. You know what I mean? And now I'm starting to discover that.
Yeah.
You know,
I said you're a part of them, but you're not one of them.
I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes even when I was in prison, and I used to talk to the white guys, they're like, well, man, you're not like them. Whoa, brother, what do you mean? I'm not like them. I am them. Look at my skin color. You know, but just somehow, you know, it's not about your skin color. It was about our mindsets. And so our minds met, and once our minds met, then, oh man, two men and their mind meet. Oh man, you talking about growth, man. And I'm talking about your mind meet on the right level. It don't matter age. You can take age out the whole scenario of it. It's not about age. It's about where you see yourself, you know, and where you want to be in this world. And so guess what? At one time, Puffy wanted to be somewhere. He got a lot of help. He got more help, you know what I'm saying, than anything. But because sometimes of the money, he got a little bit, you know, overwhelmed and started doing things in terms of, I don't know, I wasn't there. But, you know, all of the things that he may have done, some true, some not true, you know.
You think he's getting out?
No. I don't think he's getting out. But you know, it was an African proverb. It said that save your money, because one day your money might save you. If he ain't got nothing else in this whole world,
ooh, that was cold.
Yeah, he got some
save
money.
Save your money, because one day your money
for everybody out there
might
listening, all the young guys out there riding slick and, you know, doing the jury and all that, I'm a prime example of it. You know, save your money, because one day your money might save you. I blew a lot of money.
So, yeah, because I mean, when you think about it, like, what is the cost of your freedom? Like, how much would you pay for your freedom? If you're a billionaire, would you go into billions in debt to be free and get it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well
I don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Man, freedom is so priceless. Freedom is priceless to the point to where they took 400 years to keep us from being free. And because it was so priceless then and so profitable for him then, Donald Trump trying to repeat the same thing now. This ain't about no Mexicans coming over here. At the end of the day, it's about an opportunity. So if the Mexicans come, and it's solely based on them, they opportunities start to lack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, Trump, he's got the ICE agents, he rounding them up now.
All that's dead wrong, what he doing. All of it's wrong. You know, in terms of how how you gonna support a man that actually lock kids up, separate them from their parents? You know what I mean? So, you know, but guess what? We too busy partying and bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? We looking at the wealth. And you looking at a man's wealth, you're not looking at the man. To the point to where, guess what? And you heard it in songs, I'm gonna get richer than Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying that they got the values and the morals of Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people, you know, you can be rich and be a villain, the worst villain. In terms of that, so here again, if we support matters for black people.
Well, you know, the saying is, money just makes you more of what you are. So if you're a bad person
if
without
you was a
money,
bum then, you're gonna be a bum with money.
right?
You know what I'm saying? If you was an asshole then, you're gonna be an asshole with money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you was power struck, you're gonna be power struck when you get the money. You know what I'm saying? If you was controlling and demanding, and far in terms of you know, doing certain things. Now don't get me wrong. You know, some things that even with Puff Daddy, you know, women can be accusatory when it comes to money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Puff, I mean, you know, Mike Tyson, Tupac.
Jay-Z say, or Tupac, groupie girls, stop false accusing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, you know, there's a bigger picture. If they want you, they gonna get you. You know, I mean, even politicians, you know, a lot of politicians have, you know, done time and, you know, played the role. It's almost like, okay, we need somebody. This a timeline. Okay, somebody gotta go.
If you're looking to advertise, sponsor, or be a guest on Convo with Sino to talk about your business or event, or you have a powerful story or testimony, email info@convowithsino.com or visit www.convowithsino.com.
They build you up.
Yeah.
To take you down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In some cases, that's black or white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, okay, we use the example, you know, you talk about Puff Daddy, okay? Puff Daddy, in the end, man, it's almost like, you know, they crucifying them. You know, we supposed to live in a country, you know, and not only that, all the blacks help bringing them down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't a sister in this world.
Well, Jay-Z even denied. They say, you know, lawyers say, well, Jay-Z, they wasn't even friends.
Well, how you gonna separate yourself from your friend? Now we're gonna go back to the root of it. Yeah, your partner. But you know, how I'm gonna separate? I can't separate my friends from who I grew up with. I would never not call one of them my friends.
Yeah.
You know? And if they my friend, I'm gonna stand by them and I'm gonna try to help them.
Yeah.
You
so
know?
You think Jay-Z's wrong? You think he's or he's just trying to save himself, or what?
You
like
can't say
self-preservation.
You can't.
I mean, does that fall under that?
No, that don't fall under that, because you know, self-preservation falls under when you're struggling and when you're trying to get something in life. So self-preservation, I'm gonna feed me before I feed you. You know what I'm saying? They fed. Why is it that Jay-Z ain't fighting the same fight that he fought for Meek Mill with Puff Daddy? You know,
that's a good one.
He put all his, he put his name, he put everything on the line. Why is Kim Kardashian?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
ain't
now
fighting for Puff
you got
Daddy.
me thinking now. Like, yeah, Kim was a.
You know,
she was.
She all of a sudden now, you know, they gonna push her through law school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who is she to turn around and sit with the president and talk about who she want a partner for? You know what I'm saying? But the same person's mama been writing the president every day and can't get a partner.
Yeah.
For her son. So what is it? What is it? Is it all just one big dog and pony show? That we all just, you know?
Yeah.
As Tupac say, got us all meeting up in prison. Life is thugs. You know? Let's take the thug. You know? Look what they doing. Look what they doing to the women. You know? Women rap is popular than ever.
Oh my goodness.
You know,
yeah.
Gorilla,
yeah.
Is that her name? Sexy
Gorilla,
Red and all that.
Yeah.
Turning my daughter into a prostitute.
What's her name? The Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Before, when we were coming up, it was one. They had one girl every 3 or 4 years, Eve, Lil Kim, Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying? Now it's balancing out. Like as far as popularity.
The young sisters need to listen to MC Lyte. And MC Lyte can define, you know what I'm saying? She's the hallmark of a female rapper.
Yeah.
You know, MC Lyte in terms of just, her respect and everything else as a person, as a woman, somewhere that got lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They teaching them to get everything with their pussy. You know what I'm saying? And not their brain. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of women following that bullshit.
Yeah.
A lot of women following that bullshit. In terms of.
I mean, look at Instagram, social media. Instagram. That's all you see. Like if you.
It's sickening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and you talk about this off the air at times. And man, I that's why I don't really, I need social media in terms of, because it's the new thing and it's out there.
Yeah.
But man, every time I hit Facebook, man, some woman showing her ass.
Yeah.
And he don't want you, he just want to fuck you.
Yeah.
And I don't want my daughter or my nieces to end up, you know what I mean, in that category, because, Taylor Swift ain't teaching them to do that. Taylor Swift a lady. Let them tell it.
Huh.
Who knows what she do with Kelsey privately.
Yeah.
She might be the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
But she ain't putting it in the music.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, that's where the disconnect is coming with in our community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the girls talk about Sexy Red and then they in church Sunday. You know what I mean? So what you gonna do with that?
Man.
All the girls, you gonna bring them home and say, Mama, this
my girl.
This my girl.
Yeah.
Or my son bring this girl home. His mom ain't gonna teach him that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Teach them to be queens that we are. Somehow we losing it, bro. We losing the war.
Yeah.
We got through the battle, and they know that. So now they're gonna reset the clock. Reset the clock. And the clock is gonna be Trump is resetting the clock.
Yeah. Man, Brother Winfred, it's always a pleasure, man. Mm-hmm. Always a pleasure. And we're going to do this again. We're going to keep doing this until this brand is worldwide.
Not just my brand, yours. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you found something in your soul too to say, man, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna get a camera. This exclude the rap music about shooting and killing each other. You doing this rap music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on a positive note.
Yeah.
And we need more positivity in our communities. We need more people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gotten so out of control. That's why Trump doing what he doing.
Mm-hmm.
Who want to be with a fool? A damn fool at that. Because you riding in a Bentley, you riding in a Rolls Royce, you riding in a Ferrari, you riding in a Maserati, you riding in a Benz truck, a Benz car. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West. You still just a nigga in a coupe. That's all you are.
Yeah.
The car, because you pull up to the restaurant, the car, what the fuck, man? Come on.
Yeah.
We need scholars, bro. We don't need rappers.
Yeah.
Rapper ain't no scholar.
Yeah, Tupac said, he had a quote, he said, we don't need no more basketballs, no more entertainment. We need doctors, scientists, we need lawyers, you know what I'm saying? I remember, and that always stuck with me, like, we don't need no more of those.
No. We don't. We can't even, we 400 years in. We ain't got a black hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Arabs come in there and take our whole community. Everything, gas station, food. How you gonna let somebody come in your neighborhood 2,500 miles away and you standing in line to buy their food? You ain't even got a demand to say, where's the black people food?
Yeah.
And we done fed the world. Grandma, great-great-grandma, white folks was eating their food.
Yeah.
And so now we standing in line. Look at the Asians, black girl, you know, man, oh man, they will hurt you if they don't get their nails done to go out on Friday to take their money to an Asian. An Asian,
Man.
and an Asian ain't never gave them nothing. Asian ain't never gave them $2 off their nails. Getting their nails done a whole year ain't say, hey, this one on us.
Yeah.
But then they'll come in here and want to drink from me for free.
You got some stuff on your mind, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it off. I'm gonna get it off. I told you. And we gonna do this again. Cause, you know, I think we all need to be, you know, held accountable. I need to be held accountable for the things I've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's between me and God.
Yeah.
And once I get it straight with him, then I can spread it amongst the others with no fear.
Yeah.
You know? No fear.
Yeah.
Cigar is just the beginning, you know? It's just the beginning. And, you know, I'm proud of myself. Sometimes I don't say that all the time. I'm proud of the people that's been on a journey with me because they know it's not been easy. I lash out, you know what I'm saying? I yell sometimes. I'm not the nicest person at times because all I see is my goal and how I want to get there.
Yeah.
And if ain't nobody with me, then fuck it, I'm doing it myself. I'll get there myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't going to stand right here and wait with you.
Yeah. One of my mentors tell me, you know, there's no place for emotions in business.
I learned that from you, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No place for emotions, okay? Yeah, but the emotions, you can never control your emotions. That's out the question.
Yeah.
Don't never let you can let your emotions guide you,
Yeah.
but you can't control them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your emotions either right or either wrong. Ain't no in between.
Yeah.
My emotions is to fuck you over. You know what I mean? Then your emotions come into, well, you ain't gonna fuck me over.
Yeah.
Now without reason, guess what? I'm gonna pull the gun and shoot you.
Man. So yeah. Man, we could go, you know, we go all day. So I get a chance to get this often, y'all. So this my brother, man. He's, you know, doing some great things. I just want to thank him for his time, for letting us come in here, set up, and have a conversation over a cigar. I'm glad I was able to give him his gift, you know, compliments, a combo with Sino. And, you know, next time, man, I don't know what I'm about to get you next time we do this.
I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't ever give me nothing because I'm always giving. So, you know, this I appreciate the bottle, brother.
So look, tune in. Thank y'all for tuning in to Convo with Sino, episode number 42 with my special guest today, Winfred Owens of the Winfred Owens Cigar Brand, right here at K's Lounge, aka Q's Lounge, right here in Gary, Indiana, my hometown, where we always showing love. So again, you've been tuned into another fire episode of Convo with Sino. Appreciate y'all, much love. See you next time.